Lethal Cosmetics is doing a collab with SpongeBob SquarePants. I think Natasha Denona is out here punking all of us. And fingers crossed, is Matcha gonna be the scent note of 2026? Please make that be true. Welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced, and sneak peek. This is going to be the last new makeup releases of 2025. And I quite honestly don't 100% know how I'm going to be doing in 2026 with new makeup releases. So I hope you are enjoying and devouring this one. I am still in the middle of Vlogmas. I still have a couple of videos left to upload both on this channel and on my second channel before the end of the year. I am uploading every day until Christmas, and I actually do have a couple of videos coming throughout the time as well because I have been pre-filming. I've been a filming monster, okay, the past couple of weeks, but I'm very close to be taking a little bit of a Christmas break, and I hope you'll be able to enjoy Christmas as well. But before we jump in to the makeup news, let's hear it from this week's sponsor that I'm so excited to have back on my channel. I'm so excited to be working with Kosas again. Thank you so much, Kosas, for sponsoring this video. We are going to be talking about two of my favorite products from Kosas, which is the Revealer Extra Bright and the Revealer Concealer. You know I love the formulation of these products, and I have been talking about this concealer for years. This is the second one in my collection. Absolutely love it. We are going to be covering up some of these under eye circles today because we are going for a smooth, hydrated, de-plumped, and just clean canvas. I'm going to be using the corrector and concealer on one side so I can show you the difference with and without. This is a really beautiful serum and corrector all in one. This one is a full coverage one, so you definitely don't need to use too much. I'm only going to be using 2 dots like that. This will do all the covering for us. I don't know if you knew, but there's a new set in Teamfighter Tactic out, and that's what you're seeing here. I stayed up late trying to rank up. I'm trying to get back to platinum, okay? So we need to cover up this late night gaming because the sesh is going strong on this side. The Revealer Extra Bright Corrector is a serum and a corrector all in one. This has depuffing and brightening ingredients to help you both neutralize and cover the dark circles, but also prevent them from being as bad in the future. It's a really beautiful, thin, serum-like consistency that doesn't cake up and that layers perfectly with the concealer on top. It just lays on really thinly and beautifully, but still covering up that late night gaming session. Yikes. Now we're gonna go on with a little bit of concealer. I'm using the 04N. This is a really beautiful gel-like consistency that has a medium coverage and just lays on beautifully. It's not cakey, it's not heavy, but it still gives you perfect amount of coverage, lasts all day, and does not crease on me. This is a concealer that looks beautiful throughout the entire day, which is really important for me because I do have a lot of fine lines under my eyes now in my 40s, and for me it's important to look covered but also human. I don't want to look cakey or heavy, but I still don't want to have, you know, the late night gaming sessions visible on my face. So that is the concealer and the corrector all in one. You can see it just gives a really beautiful, clean canvas. Let us set this down with a little bit of powder and I can show you exactly what kind of a difference we're having. With this 2-step formula, you're able to get beautiful under eyes that are bright and non-dark, that last for the entire day and that doesn't crease on you. And as you can see, before, after, the result speaks for itself. Like, look at that. There's a big difference. You know that when it comes to my under eyes, what's really important for me is coverage, but still looking natural, still looking like skin, no creasing and no cakiness. And that is what the Kosas Revealer Duo is doing. Right now, if you shop through my link and use the code that I'm popping up here on the screen, you can get 15% off these products at the Kosas website. I am so excited to be talking about these again because I love the formulation of this. Again, gel-like, perfect amount of coverage, looking very believable and fresh, and lasts all day, which is important for me because I wear my makeup for at least 12 hours every time I do my makeup. So that is super important to me. So thank you so much, Kosas, for coming back and sponsoring another video on my channel. Don't forget to check them out in the top of the description box. And now let's get into the makeup news. I'm actually wearing the concealer today as well. Such a beautiful under eye concealer. Okay, let me scoochie to the side. Actually, should I talk about what I'm wearing today? This is actually next month's member tutorial. I did pre-film that a little bit. I did ask my members, do you still want me to do my membership? And since for me, filming the in-depth and creative tutorials, it's basically what I love doing with YouTube. I'm very excited to say that my members did agree that they still want to see my member exclusive tutorials here on my channel. So I'm still keeping those, and if you want to join in and be extra support of this channel, especially in the transition period that I'm having real soon, or if you just want to access all the member exclusive tutorials that I have, there is 60 plus in-depth tutorials available for my members. Check out the button next to the subscription button down below, or there's a link also in the description box. And I'm actually doing this very fun, bright, wintry look, and I am using something that hasn't been revealed yet as well. So if you're interested in that, that's gonna be live the first weekend of January. I'm gonna like fix it before I leave for my vacations. Can we talk about the Lethal Cosmetics and SpongeBob SquarePants, SquareBob Sponge Pants. I mean, we all knew that this was that, right? Okay, I will be honest, I have known for a bit because they did reach out to me and ask me if they could send me this one, and I will be doing a video on this one. This is going to be something that I'm going to dig into as soon as I get back from a Christmas vacation, because this has to be like bright and colorful, right? Because that's the thing. I just want to do the things that are fun right now, and this seems fun. Fun, bright, colorful. I'm really hoping that we're gonna see that. This will probably be waiting for me here when I get back from a little Christmas getaway. I don't know when this will be revealed, but I mean, they showed us this, and if you zoom in on this picture, it actually says that it's like SpongeBob SquarePants as well. SquareBob Sponge Pants. You can see it's in the picture, so it's not like it's a super secret. It's not like I'm spoiling anything. Like if you zoom, you can see that it says that in the picture. And this is, I mean, we got eyes. We can see that that's what this is. Very excited. I don't know what parts are in this collection. I don't know anything about this. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no inside scoop about like what this is going to be. I have no idea. But I am very, very excited about this. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what this is. They usually give me a code, a non-affiliate code to use on their new launches. So if you were interested in this launch, I will have a video on this, hopefully before it launches, but just know if you're interested in this, they usually do give me a code so that you can get a little bit of a discount. Again, not an affiliated code. I usually get that before new launches, so check back and see what the code is if you're interested in this release. But we'll talk more about this when I have it. But I am very excited about this one because I have a sneaking suspicion that this is going to be really colorful. And I almost felt like when I saw this, and I saw this on Trend Mode, and they're like new, and I was like squinting. I was like, it was after a glass of wine, and I was like, how much wine did I have? You know, when you start reading on the bottle, like how many percentages is this? Because like new where? Because I was like, what do you mean new? I own this. No, this is the mini contour by Natasha Denona, and it is the cool version. Sure. Okay. I want to say I say this with love, but like I feel like Natasha Denona is starting to be very repetitive in her launches, because I feel like the main thing with Natasha Denona that I always loved about the brand is that she was bringing creativity to the mainstream market. That's not what this is. Like, with that being said, the eye contour palette, the mini one, the original one that is more like a neutral leaning, not warm, but definitely not cool, more neutral. I love that one. I've been traveling with that one. It's a great like foundation palette when you're traveling, because it can ground the look, and it gives you like something light, something dark, something like neutral if you want to have in the crease. It's a great companion palette when you're traveling. I definitely don't need a cool tone version, and I definitely don't even think that the other version is that warm. And also remember, it is 3 neutral beiges, like beiges and browns, a bone colored white, and a black. So I guess this is going to be a bone colored white, a black, and then 3 beigey browns that's just slightly cooler. I'm sure people will love this. I just was like very confused about this. If you order anything from the Natasha Denona website, though, you can get some money off with my discount code Agnieszka at their website. But yeah, I was a little bit confused by this one, because I'm like, what do you mean new? I'm like not even asking for a friend, like I'm asking for me. Also, Too Faced is getting slow clap for being literally the latest brand to this party. Like, the party's over. The balloons have been popped. All the goodie bags have been handed out. There's nothing left of the cake. We already did this. Like, you're so late to to the trend that you're almost first again for the relaunch of the trend, and maybe that's what they're hoping for. So this is their version of the, like, you know, the skin colored glow mixed with foundation used on its own, blah 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 blah. You know, the Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury that was popular 7 years ago, and then everybody was doing a dupe, and then Too Faced is just like, wait for me, babe, the ship has sailed. This trend, I think this trend is over. Or maybe it's coming back. Maybe they're like, let's relaunch this trend. Born This Way Super Glow Multi-Use Highlighter Skin Enhancer. Sure. $39. You know what? Good for you. I'm sure it's delectable. Speaking of brands that usually are a little bit late to the game, but this one I actually thought was really interesting because the Urban Decay mascara that we talked about last week, which had the very unfortunate name of Tube Job, it's a tubing mascara, and it is $25, which I think is a pretty good price for mascara in the year of 2025. This is in 5 shades. That's very interesting. And one of the shades seemed to be like a blonde. So there is an intense black, a brunette brown, a dark blonde taupe, an auburn red, and a bleached platinum. Bleached platinum, you say? I don't know about you, but I'm like, that's interesting. You know, sometimes I do my makeup and I like my makeup more before I put on mascara. And I'm like, I am intrigued. Color me intrigued. Literally. Kind of intrigued. There is a new product coming from Ole Henriksen, and this is the Pout Preserve Sugar Melt Lip Scrub in Strawberry Sorbet. I think it's a new, I didn't even know they had this product. I think it's a new, like, flavor in the product. Here's the thing. I think this packaging is the exact same packaging as the Polite Society blushes, which is a great packaging. I just love that right now we have so many brands that we are starting to see some similar packagings across the brand. Like, I have seen some similar packaging across a lot of brands, and even when I went to Cosmoprof, I was like, oh, that's their packaging. Oh, that's that packaging. And I don't even think the product inside is the same. It's just that everybody's buying product from the same product companies, because usually make a product and like makeup, oh my god, I'm not making sense, sorry. I'm having an energy drink, can you tell? I can tell. So makeup packaging and makeup products are usually not made in the same place. That's usually 2 different facilities. And I will say, I have noticed that a lot of makeup packaging, like the actual component, is very similar across a bunch of brands, including bigger mainstream brands. And when I went to Cosmoprof, I saw it as well, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting. It's very, very interesting. And that's one of the things also with indie brands, because usually with indie brands, not all indie brands, but usually with indie brands, they will take the I want to say like the packaging that the lab that makes the products offer to save on cost, which makes sense. I think that like definitely do that to build up your brand. Don't be wasting money on stuff that like mainstream brands can waste their money on. And that's why sometimes we can see that like indie brands, they'll have like all of them sometimes will have the same packaging for a certain type of product. But now we're starting to see it with mainstream brands too. And I'm like, it's very interesting. And it also shows me that gone are the days when people are paying for a mold to bring out their own custom packaging. Not a lot of brands are out here doing that. They're just recoloring already existing packaging and just being like, there we go. And again, with that being said, I'm not saying that they're all the same product inside. I'm just saying that a lot of packaging is the same. I talked a while ago, maybe I can mention that. I talked a while ago about the new highlighters from e.l.f. These are available now. I will link them down below. I did actually buy one of them because I'm intrigued. Because I said in the episode when we talked about this, I'm like, is this the return of baked highlighters? And with that being said, now we have seen baked bronzers and baked blushes. Baked marbled bronzers and blushes. What in the 2016 is this? I am shooketh to see this comeback. Baked product, you know, I'm not mad about it. Baked products are usually a little drier in consistency. They're usually more finely milled. They're usually more a buildable result on the cheeks. Usually really a pretty product. And I am like, I'm excited about this. Back in the day, 2015, 16, 17, all baked products like this because they're made in a different way. They're not poured, they're not pressed powder, they're not like a liquid putty, they're a baked formula. All of them were made in Italy, but since then, more countries are able to do a similar formula, and some baked formulas are now made in China. And I am intrigued to see this development and to see like, what will this mean for the future? Because I love a good cheek product. A blush, a highlighter, give me all of it. I'm loving I actually have something on my cheeks today that I really, really love. But this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for even more glowy, beautiful formulas. And I'm excited to see more baked products come out. Because like on the cheeks, because I've seen the swatches, these look so beautiful. Is this a trend for 2026? Baked products? I am not mad about that at all. I'm here. I'm on the train. Choo choo. Let's go to Baked Town. Also, the blushes I talked about with Tarte last week, they're also now available at Sephora. I really need to pick up one of these. They look so stunning, and I think this might be a baked formula too. A baked formula and a cream formula. Do we smell a trend? Laneige is coming out with a new product too. This one, I just saw this at Trend Mood. This is the JuicePop Box Lip Tint. Looks really, really cool. I don't even know exactly like what I'm looking at. It seems to be a doe foot applicator and it's like a glowy lip tint. You know what? I could be about this. I like Laneige a lot. Laneige skincare, my skin loves it a lot. I've really been enjoying it. And this might be something I want to try because I love these kind of like glowy lip tints, a sheer glowy lip. I'm really about it. So I'm putting this in the maybe pile. I might. We also saw that for the holiday season, Patrick Ta did release, I think, one of his like blush duos. You know, it's like a powder blush and a cream blush. He released one of them as a mini for holidays, but now there's 4 available. And I think honestly it's really smart. A lot of times we don't go through products, and if we can save a little money and just get a smaller version, this is $25 instead of the $40+ that they are before, you can get a smaller version. I think that's really smart. These are really cute, and I think that like a brand like Natasha Denona, that's also very expensive, has gotten a lot of success with offering minis in a lot of their products. And I think it's been able to get them to reach even more customers to also be interested in their full-size products. And I think it is really smart of Patrick Ta to do something similar. Ooh, I forgot to talk about this. Ooh, I have this. Wait, let me go get it. Okay, pause. Everybody calm down. I do have this one downstairs. The new one from Oden's Eye. I feel very guilty that I didn't have time to do anything with this because I don't want to be like, oh my god, I'm busy. Try being an influencer for a day. No, I'm just kidding. But there's been a lot of things going on. More things than I can talk about on YouTube right now. So I didn't have time to do anything with this. But dang, this does look pretty. Let me go get it because it is downstairs still. It hasn't even made it upstairs yet. Okay. I'm back. Whew. I also had to put on the AC because it is December, but it is hot in here. I will miss this. Here they are. Look at how cute they are. So they did re-release the Christmas palettes, but instead of being 16 pan palettes, they are now counting 15 pan palettes. So one of the shades had to go. This is the cool toned wintry one. I have not swatched these yet. I'll try and do something. I want to take a picture. I'll do something, but I did compare them to the original palette, and according to Oden's Eye, this now has an even more updated shimmer formula, and they're the same colors but a more updated shimmer formula, and each pan holds more product, and it is a 15 pan instead of a 16 pan. These are singles, so you can rearrange them. As you can tell, mine does not have the same arrangement as the original one did, and I will say it looks so stunning. These single shadows also now, I don't know if this is the same as the other single shadows, if they're smaller. They look different. like you can tell, I haven't done anything to do any kind of comparisons with these. So many people were asking for these back, and I do think it's smart of them to just bring them back in a different way, because this way they can just keep the singles that actually sell in the future. And then of course with the palettes, these are launching on the 20th of December. You can use my discount code Jessica and you'll get 10% off at Oden. I'm sure they're gonna sell this both as a bundle and as singles. This is the warm one. So beautiful, like so beautiful. It's so stunning. So if you were wanting for these to come back, if you were like, I can't believe I missed this, they're now back. Hopefully as good, or hopefully maybe even better than before. Again, sometimes it is hard to bring stuff back again and again and again, because every time you restock something, usually less people want it because most people already have it, but you still have a minimal order quantity with the labs. And sometimes it just doesn't make sense to bring back something again and again and again, because eventually you're gonna have to sit on stock that it's really hard to get a hold of. So I think it's really smart of them to bring it back like this instead. And these little palettes are absolutely like beautiful, like this. Stunning. So I'm excited for them to bring this back. When I got this sent to me, I was like, that is so fun and exciting. So yeah, these are coming back on the 20th of December. Use the code, get some money off. You don't have to use my code, use somebody's code. Use somebody's code and get some money off. But I'm really excited about this. And I hope this means we can get even more maybe stuff like this from Oden in the future as well. I would be excited to see that. It is hard with single shadows though, because again, you have to order, there is a minimal order quantity with those as well. Everything comes with so many more caveats than I even imagined, like producing makeup, but I am excited. I'm excited to see that. And it's like a last minute launch from Oden that I don't think any of us were expecting. Lancome is about to release some single shadows as well. This is the Lancome Idole Goddess Dimension eyeshadow. Singles are a luminous collection of 12 ethereal shades available in 3 finishes: matte, shimmer, and sparkle, which is really interesting for being Lancome. This is going to be $26 each, and it is launching on February 1st. It's a very interesting release. And again, I've said that I think like 2026, I think one of the trends is going to be visible makeup coming back. And I've seen that as well. We are no longer doing the super clean girl makeup. I hate calling it clean girl makeup, but for sake of like people understanding what I'm talking about, I don't think 2026 makeup is coming back, you know, with the block brows and the cut, the Neapolitan cheeks and the cut creases. I don't think that's coming back anytime soon, but I do think that visible makeup is coming back, and we've been starting to see that more as well. People are doing more visible things, and also with the trend of the makeup artist of Sara Larsson, that's been really interesting. It's been so interesting to see a Swedish artist be that hyped as well. Let me know, maybe that could be something fun for me to do, like recreating Sara Larsson's makeup as well. That would be a fun video to do, because again, she's Swedish, I'm Swedish. I don't know if her makeup artist is Swedish though, but like, it's clearly, it's like a mix of Y2K and 2016 makeup, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I do think that this release from Lancome is also showing like eyeshadows might be coming back. You know how Gen Z and Gen Alpha were saying like eyeshadow is dead? I think eyeshadow is being resurrected. Maybe not in the maybe not in this way, but I definitely think eyeshadow is coming back, and nobody's more excited than me. Some of these pictures are from Amit Beauty Talk, this account right here, because I saw that they had some really good stuff. I always like to find new places to find news on Instagram. Sometimes you tag me and stuff, sometimes brands tag me and stuff, but I saw that they had some really good things on their page, so definitely check them out as well. This is, if you've seen my best makeup of the year, I mentioned the Valentino lip balms. I even have them here in front of me. Love them. Absolutely obsessed. And now they are releasing a limited edition Lucky Blue collection. It just surfaced in Asia and it looks fantastic. It says here it might be an Asian exclusive release, but I really hope it is not, because dang, this looks so good. It looks so good. I think this is their lip balm as well. And look at this one. The blue lip balm with the blue packaging. Shut the front door, shut the windows, shut the garage, shut everything. What? I want this so bad because I love those lip balms. But the other colors look incredible too. I think some of them are lipsticks though, but that blue balm, oh, the way that I want that, it's so pretty. I don't want to say obsessed, but borderline obsession. Really, really, really want that. Let's talk about the matcha fragrances as well. Okay, so I have 2 matcha fragrances to talk about. And one of them is the Matcha fragrance from Fugazzi. We have talked about Fugazzi before. There's been some rumors in the corridors that Fugazzi is actually coming to Sephora US. I'm pretty sure Fugazzi is a perfume brands from the Netherlands. And I think they're coming to Sephora US. And this is their new matcha fragrance. It says it's unclear whether this fragrance will be releasing worldwide, but since it has popped up on a third-party retailer's website, again, the rumor mill, I would say there's a strong chance that it might. This is top notes, Japanese matcha, bergamot, lemongrass. Oh my god. Oh, my heart started beating so fast. That sounds amazing. And then heart notes, hinoki woods. I love hinoki woods. And then base notes, cedarwood, musk, seaweed. Oh my god, my husband asked me what I wanted for Christmas. Wait, can I send this to him? Because I said nothing. Can I send him and be like, remember I said I want nothing for Christmas? Scratch that. I want this. I just screen saved that. No shame in my game, okay? 0 shame in this game. But speaking of matcha, and we did just recently see a matcha perfume from Kayali. I did talk about that in my Sephora gift guide video. If you want to get some last minute gift guides, because there is a code in there as well, you can get same day delivery with Sephora for free. So check out that video if you want to get some gift suggestions, because we're getting close to Christmas and I am not done with my Christmas shopping yet. And I did talk about the new Kayali fragrance, matcha fragrance in there. It's so beautiful. I've been wearing a lot. And there's another fragrance coming from a mainstream brand, and this is Phlur. Phlur is coming out with 2 new body sprays. They've been crazy this year. I just did a video on like my makeup releases, but if we just count beauty releases, I think Phlur is the one that's been releasing the most. But they're coming out with 2 new mists. This is from Scent Report, and also a great Instagram page. They're coming out with matcha, milk, and berry cream. Berry cream, sure. Take it or leave it. I do love cream though, and I do love berry. I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be too sweet for me, so it's going to be like more like a berry tart. Again, I want the fruit salad, not the fruit cake, but matcha milk, be still my heart. Be still my heart. I can't even speak. I can't even speak. I love this. Okay, so when I'm moving back to Europe, this will probably be the PR list that I will miss the most. Are you allowed to say that? Because I don't think Phlur is going to send PR to Europe. Freaking love Phlur, and I've loved being on their PR list, and I cannot believe they're coming up with a matcha body mist. Is this going to be my 2026 obsession? I just bought a backup of the Danza Mystica by Sol de Janeiro. That's the level of obsession I'm at. You know that 20% off coupon that we had at Sephora? Yeah, I bought another one of those body sprays because I almost used mine up. Is this going to be my layering obsession for 2026? I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be obsessed. Something I'm not going to be obsessed with, I can tell you already, it's not happening. This is the new fragrance from Replica. This is from Maison Margiela, and they are releasing an Up at Dawn. So Replica fragrances by Maison Margiela, they are replicating a place and a time, and this is like early morning at Windsor Castle in the UK, and it is Decadent Rose and Misty Garden. Misty Garden sounds great. Hold the rose. Give me the stem and just snip the flower off. I'm like full on Morticia. I don't want a rose fragrance. So this is going to be pink, pepper. See, soil. Is this going to be a flowery one for me? Because it says pink pepper, soil accord, elemi oil, rose heart absolute, floral woody, powdery orange, ambrette absolute, musk, patchouli, mossy woodiness, cashmere and moss. Okay, so it depends on how much of the rose and how much of the soil and moss. Like how much wet garden and how much rose. Because again, a A misty wet garden in England sounds amazing. I do want to smell like a wet garden. Ooh, am I about to get demonetized? I was close to being demonetized there. I do want to smell like that. Do I want to smell like roses? Not that much. I was writing this off really quickly, but now I'm like, it depends. How much rose and how much soil. This is coming early 2026. We will keep our eyes open because I am intrigued to see what that will be, actually. There's also a new, this is also from Urban Decay, and this is the 24/7 liquid stick retractable line. Liquid stick. Retractable dual-ended smooth gel liner with a liquid-like intensity. Okay, so it's a pen, gel pen, that is intense like a liquid. It comes with a brush on the side so that you can really sharpen it up. That's a really interesting product to release, honestly. I guess this might be releasing soon as well. Maybe it's a release together with the mascara. It's really interesting. 9 different shades. Unfortunately, the fun shades have shimmer in them, and I do not do shimmery eye pens, but funny release, more fun than what I initially thought, for sure. Is that it? Is that all the releases? I think that might be all the things that I wanted to talk about, right? Should we see if anything's been announced at like Trend Mood while we've been sitting here? Nope, nothing. That was it. Okay. That was the last new makeup releases of the year. Hopefully not my last new makeup releases for forever. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how I'll be feeling in 2026. I hope you are having an amazing day, and I hope your holiday season will be absolutely splendid. Don't forget to enter in the giveaways that I had in some of my former new makeup releases. I had 2 different giveaways that are closing on New Year's Eve, so I still have time to enter if you are interested in checking those out. I will still have a couple of videos, both on this channel and also on my second channel. I have pre-filmed a couple of things. I don't know how active I will be in the comments, but if you watch my videos, if you comment, if you like the videos, thank you so much for supporting and for being here. It's truly meant a lot to me, like the comments that you have left for me during this season. It really has meant a lot to me. And if you want to see more videos from me, I will be uploading more, but not as much as I've been doing in December for sure. I'm going to be a little bit more fluid come 2026. And thank you again so much, Kosas, for coming back and sponsoring another video on my channel. I am obsessed with the concealer. It's one of my favorite concealers in my collection, and I'm so excited to be able to talk about it again here on my new makeup releases. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon, actually tomorrow, in a new video. Bye.